Jesus in the Christmas story. How appropriate, Christmas season. So Kelly stepped up. I'll appreciate that. During the week, we found out that Jim and Charmaine were not feeling good, so I'll do the service, and she stepped up to be a platformer. And if you know me and Kelly, we're Bulldog fans. And so I said to her the other day, I said, "Now, Kelly, you're going to go to the game, but I don't want you to yell so much that you can't talk on Sunday." And she's talking really good today. Thank you. So it's just fun how we can step up. So thank you. So Jesus in the Christmas story, and we've all heard a multitude of Christmas stories from different perspectives, different cultures, everything. And so today I want to talk a little bit maybe from the metaphysical perspective. You know, like we know who Jesus was. We've seen the movies. You see? It must be true. We saw it. And perhaps it would behoove us to open up our eyes a little bit more and go beyond that picture into a little deeper picture, maybe a little more truthful picture from our perspective as metaphysical Christians, understanding God is spirit, God is love, and that's who we are, and that's who Jesus was. So I want to start off in the Aquarian Gospel, and it's in the beginning, it's in the introduction. And the introduction of this book is so awesome. It covers everything you need to know and more before you even get into the book. So it's really neat. So Jesus and the Christmas story. So who was Jesus? Who was Jesus? So this is from the metaphysical perspective. And Levi Dowling wrote this book, and he was allowed to go up to the Akashic records where the thoughts, words, and actions are impinged in the ethers, and and shown different parts of Jesus' life so that it could be revealed at this time. So this is the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus Christ for the Aquarian age. So here it is. Jesus was an ideal Jew born in Bethlehem of Judea. His mother, a beautiful Jewish girl named Mary. As a child, Jesus differed but little from other children, only that in past lives he had overcome carnal propensities to such an extent that he could not be tempted like others and yield. And so here a little perspective. In other lives, he was preparing for his life, this lifetime here. In many respects, Jesus was a remarkable child. For by ages of strenuous preparation, he was qualified to be an avatar, a savior of the world. And from childhood, he was endowed with superior wisdom and was conscious of the fact that he was competent to lead the race into the higher ways of spiritual living. And that's his intention, that's his mission. But he was conscious of the fact that he must attain the mastery by trials, bufferings, temptations, and sufferings, and all his life was spent in attaining. After his death, burial, and resurrection, he appeared in materialized form before the silent brothers in Egypt. We had gone through mystery school training at the temple of Heliopolis. And this is what he said to the masters. My human life was wholly given to bring my will in tune with the will of God. When this was done, my earthly tasks were done. So when he left, his task was done. His mission was completed. You know that all my life was one great drama for the sons of man, a pattern for the sons of men. I lived to show the possibilities of man. And one thing that we share here, and maybe in an old consciousness, that Jesus died for us, died for our sins. And we look at it that Jesus lived for us. Jesus lived to show us how we could live. It's a little different spin, but as we lift in consciousness, we can all take this step. If we couldn't, we wouldn't be here right now. And then farther on in the book, when people were asking him, like, who are you? And they didn't know what he was all about, this is what he said. I'm not sent to sit upon the throne to rule as Caesar rules. You may tell the ruler of the Jews that. I am not claimant to his throne. Men call me Christ, and God has recognized the name. But Christ is not a man. The Christ is universal love, and love is king. This Jesus is but man who has been fitted by temptations overcome, by the trials multiform, to be the temple through which the Christ can manifest to men. Then hear, you men of Israel, hear. Look not upon the flesh, it's not king. Look to the Christ within you, who shall be formed in every one of you as he is formed in me. When you have purified your hearts by faith, the King will enter in and you will see his face. Aquarian Gospel, chapter 68, 10 through 14. And so, have we expanded our picture of who Jesus was and what he came to do from the old picture that was given to us? And it was okay and good to see that old picture for a while because it kept us at least remembering and being aware and really surrendering and honoring that purity of Christ consciousness. But as this new age begins, we are to take that step. And Jesus came, and the teachings of Jesus were for now. Because we had the consciousness to understand it. And we have the love and support to accomplish the mission we came to accomplish. Jesus was man, Christ was divine love, the love of God. And after 30 years of strenuous life, the man had made his body fit to be the temple of the holy breath, and love took possession. He truly became the love of God, the Word made manifest. That was the beautiful gift that he showed us. Last week I said Jesus didn't walk above us, he walked among us. Jesus walked the walk of man. It didn't say, y'all can do this from sitting on a cloud on high. He walked through all the temptations and trials and tribulations of life as a human being on the planet. And he did it in love. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful story. To begin to look at, how could someone do this? Pretty remarkable divine man on the planet. But to begin to look at through many lifetimes, through ages, his soul had been fitted so that he could house that degree of love on the planet so that we could see it. So it wasn't just a light that we're watching. It's coming through this form. And we all have that light within us. And we're all endeavoring to grow it and expand it so that it can manifest through all those aspects of our life. So Jesus and the Christmas story, and I'll just go out and say, okay, Jesus and the Christine story. Jesus and the story of us. See, he came for us. He didn't come to just be a story. Oh, that's cool. No, he came for each and every one of us to remind us how we could live. But you know what? He gave us that choice. He would ask us, hey, would you be healed? Would you take that step? Would you truly support who you are? Would you truly support the love that's within you, the Christ that's within you? I love this new version of Jesus and the Christmas story. Because you know what? We are all playing a part in this play right now. We look back and we see the shepherds and the wise men and all the players that were in place so that this could unfold through divine order. Because it's oneness. It's all working together. And that's what we're asked to begin to do on the planet now is to work together. Work together in oneness. To begin to see the one God going through us all. And we may be expressing our gift or our quality, but it's that God love that manifests through us, you see? And so when we look at others, to look beyond the old story that we have of others, or the old story we have of humans, you see? To begin to look at them with the eyes of spirit, with our heart open, as that son, that daughter of God. We can change the ending. We're rewriting as we go. And to just begin that, we are totally loved in whatever we do. And that was the divine dip. It's beautiful, once again, in alignment. It's random, but it's so appropriate for today. And what we begin to look at, so Christmas, the Christing of the masses. So it's time for us to all come together with that ideal and allow that God consciousness that's within us all in our own unique expression to come together and support each other. You see? And we all know what synergy does. Magic. And so that's how we can transform. But we're not going to look back at the old pictures. We've got to close that book and open up the new one. And if the New Testament was the good news, I think this is the good news for now. It's good news. Because once again, it's another layer taken off of us of limitation of who we were told we were, and then who we believed we were, and then we acted that way. And then go, I'm not happy. So to begin to allow that love, that spark of love that's within us, to begin to grow and manifest into our beingness, Gosh, what would our world look like if Jesus hadn't come? I don't even want to go there. Love. Love, love, love. At that moment in time on the planet, there was a yearning deep in the hearts of man, and not just the Jewish nation, but in man on the planet, because the universal love of the Christ is for everyone. And then he demonstrated when he worked with all the masters in the world. And he not only had his 12 disciples and the people from his country, but the masters of the 7 countries that he went to. See, it was that all-inclusiveness, universal, the universal love of spirit. So there was that yearning, and there was in the yearning in the hearts of man that there must be more. And they'd been given little stories and glimpses in every culture of a God being. And so they're going, man, God, help us. I know life could be better. I know I can be happy. And then through their desire, the heart's desire, we draw. The key to manifestation, which you all know, is we draw to us what we ask for, what we can hold in mind. Do you see? So on many, many levels, the hearts and minds of man on the planet at that time were drawing. Those people drew the Christ. They drew God's love to the planet. Do you see? And that's what was needed. Because all the old doctrines and rituals had lost their light. Let there be light. So to begin to understand, it's not an accident, and we participate in our transformation. So I got to get going here, okay? So here's my notes. Transition to us now, okay? So what about us? Okay, here we go. So we are on this journey of consciousness, and we draw to us that which would fulfill our desire. Here's the kicker. It'll our desires will fulfill our carnal nature or our divine nature, which we all know, you see? So, okay, so if we are on the journey, so we're all here, we're metaphysical Christians, we believe that Jesus came to wake us up, that we can be the Christ, follow me. So, to begin to start choosing, well, what do I really want in life? Do you see what I'm saying? Because I can have whatever I want. That's the beauty. That's God. Doesn't care. Good, bad, or indifferent. You ask for it, you get it. We can say, did I do this? And the answer is yes. Okay. So as we go, here's our story now. Jesus and the Christmas story. Jesus and our Christ story. Okay? So to begin with is to really have that desire in our hearts. See? That's the key. Desire is the key to drawing and manifesting. Have the desire in our hearts to be one with God. To want to know God, want to feel God. See, it starts with that desire. Those people wanted, they desired, so the Christ came. So as we desire, we have to purify our thoughts and our actions. And wouldn't that be symbolic of an innocent virgin? To be open, innocent to life around us, but knowing that God's there. So that's that virgin aspect of who we are. You know what? And then what happens is, okay, we've got that. The seed's planted. And now we need some action, a male action figure. Joseph. Someone that loved and supported her story. Because it was kind of far out back then if we want to go to the movies. And in the Aquarian, he takes a completely different take on her than in the New Testament. He totally loves and accepts her and knows God. God's will. So we've got the virgin, we've got the male to support her, you know. And so for us, we have to have that desire. And then the male action, which we would call action, we need to take the steps that we're guided to take. Take these steps that would support our Christed growing and awakening. You see? So we might have to let go of old patterns that do not serve love. We all got some. But we can release them. It's not I, but the Father within. God, strengthen me so that I can walk out of this world into this new world. Help me to let go of that which keeps me from seeing you, knowing me. Om Namah Shivaya. God, remove the veils that keep me from seeing you. That's pretty old. People have been asking for a long time. So we can ask today and then support it. We have to support it. Jesus didn't save us. Jesus showed us how to live. But in that his life, how we can let go of that which would limit us to birth that which would allow us to live a fuller life. So we have to allow for support in our life on our Christed mission. And this doesn't have anything to do with religion. This lightning hits the church. We are spiritual beings. This is our truth. So to support our truth. Jesus didn't ask anybody to do anything but to support their truth. In the truth, he knew that they were the light, they were the son, the daughter of God. Go forth. So then as we receive that virgin desire of coming in the male, following that, you know, and sometimes we have to go to that manger or that cave to meditate. What do I really want to get clear here? Do you see? I'm not going to read out of a book who I am. I'm going to go within and find out who I am. So that time in the manger is well spent. And they were supported there, and you'll be supported. We are supported in our life. And then as we begin to walk through life with this consciousness, this is important. Knowing that our experience is working out a purpose in matter. See? Knowing that our experience is working out a purpose in matter. Aren't we in matter? Okay. And we are to spiritualize matter. See, that's where Jesus walked the walk of man. He got everything we got and more. But he held that frequency of love and kept walking in his love. And just transcend to ascend. And so to not begrudge and judge our experiences, but to look for the purpose. Because they got to be worked out here. That's why we came here. See, we all chose to come here. So this is our school. We have to work it out. And then another thing that's important, he got going, and then he pulls his disciples. And so holy company is very important for us. Holy company are those that love us, that see us, and support us in our walk. You see what I'm saying? So as we open up to allow those people that love us and see us to support us, we all need that. We all need that. Jesus needed it. And as we take these steps, follow me, now we can live fearlessly in life. Not arrogantly, but humbly. Humbly. It's not I, but the Father within who doeth the works. And then as we begin to raise our frequency, that we can hold this higher love, and we're all in training here. We're all in here to help each other be that greater love. So when we stumble, allow someone to help us up. If we see someone stumble, we can help them up. Just in love. No word. Just love. Just love. And this would allow us to create a space in the brotherhood of spirit. See, as we begin to expand in that universal love, now we can expand the brotherhood of spirit. You know, we always talk about the brotherhood of man, but God's in all things. Those trees are brothers, and those animals. The brotherhood of spirit's powerful. See, expand our vision a little bit more. Expand our story a little bit more. So we can begin to connect with God all the time, wherever we are. And so we walk every day in our daily lives. Every day in our daily lives. We have to show up. How about this? We have to show out our love. We're not showing off, we're just showing out. Humble in our ability and opportunity to continue our journey as Christing in progress. Okay? And this allows for that release of the old patterns, identities, and things like that. Have faith in God, like John Duffy shared with us this morning. Have faith in God, you see? The God within. Ever-present, all-powerful, all-knowing. Right here. We walk from here. Just to walk as a son or daughter of God is our path. Let's go within. So let's sit in our chairs and just close our eyes and breathe once again. And just breathe that relaxed breath. Just let go. Just surrender. And as you breathe in this breath, this holy breath is the only breath. Holy breath is the only breath. So breathe in. Every time you breathe in, it's holy breath. Know it. Holy breath is the only breath. So just breathe in holy breath. Allow this holy breath to just fill your body temple. And as you breathe in this holy breath, this love of God, feel your whole body begin to respond. Envision your body beginning to fill with light. See your body begin to fill with light, as a beautiful light being. Whole, complete, perfect light I am. And if there's any part of your body that might need an extra boost of light, with conscious thought and intention, send that light, the light of the Christ, to that part of your body. Wake up. Wake up to the light consciousness. Wake up to the Christ consciousness. Wake up to the consciousness of wholeness, completeness, and perfection. And just see your body filled with light. Whole, complete, perfect. That's your truth. The truth I am. I am with you always. So just breathe and feel your unique vibration now. Breathe and feel. And breathe and know. I am with you always. I am with you always. Gently wiggle your toes and fingers. Gently open your eyes. Did it feel good to breathe holy breath? And it's every day, every second, just to believe. Holy breath is the only breath. Choice. Yay, God.